Hi guys, so today I'm going to use a lot of my Marc Jacobs products that I have. Usually I don't really wear my Marc Jacobs products, and I have not a lot, but I have basically almost enough to complete a whole makeup look. So let's just get started with this. First of all, I'm going to start with the Marc Jacobs Youth Quake Full Hydro Moisturizer. And this stuff, oh my gosh, this stuff when I say moisturizes, and I suffer from dry skin, as you can see, and hyperpigmentation around my eyes. So I definitely need a lot of moisturizer. And I also bring down to my neck area because it's just so hydrating, so hydrating. And I do put it like on my eyelids as well because they're very, very dry, so I need that moisturizer for that. And next I'm gonna go in with the Marc Jacobs primer. To be honest, I'm not really a fan of this. When I got it, I was like, for the cost, it just, to me, it seems a little too watery. And me, I'm more into primers that's sticky. I prefer, because I feel like with sticky primers, it actually gripping your makeup and gonna hold it in place. So, and I'm also going in next with my foundation. I'm just going to use a little foundation because I'm not really a foundation girl too much anymore, but I'm just doing this for this video purposes. And this is 5B, which is Honey Deep. And the thing about the Marc Jacobs makeup foundation, they don't have too many shade ranges, so we have to work with what we have. And this was technically closest to my shade range, but not really close. And like I said, I'm only using a little because I'm not too much of a foundation girl anymore. I'm more of a concealer. I just put concealers, conceal my hyperpigmentation, and that's about it. Other than that, I do not really use foundation, especially during the summertime. I do not use foundation. Staying here in Georgia, in the South, it's so humid, so I don't want my makeup to melt off, so I definitely just use concealer. Speaking of concealer, I have this Marc Jacobs concealer and a concealer stick. It's more of a cream based, so I'm just gonna pop a little under my eyelids and then here under my chin, because I do have a little hyperpigmentation under my chin. So yeah, and then just blend that in. And like I said, I have these Marc Jacobs products what I've barely used, but I thought it would be fun to just kind of create a makeup look with using using all of my Marc Jacobs products that I have, just to see how it looks. And what do you know, maybe I might like how the look turn out. Let's just see. And now I'm going in with Marc Jacobs Extra Shot. I'm going in with this because it's like a brighter color, so it will give me that pop, the inner corner highlight pop that I like. Because I love for my under eyes and the bridge of my nose and my chin area, I love for that to be highlighted. Oh, can't forget about the forehead. I like for that to be highlighted. And this Extra Shot, this too is pretty watery as well. I'm just more of a thick consistency girl when it comes to concealers, because like I said, I mostly use concealers just for cover-ups. So to cover up my hyperpigmentation, because I really feel like if I didn't have the hyperpigmentation under my eyes and around my eyes, I probably wouldn't even be wearing makeup as much as I do. But because I'm just so insecure about my dark under eye circles and circles around, it's just like I need it. So yeah. And actually, looks kind of decent. And next I'm going to go in with my contour stick, and I do have a Marc Jacobs contour stick. So let's do a little contouring. Let's just bring this dead skin, because it's so pale, put a little color in and bring it back to life. And I do actually like Marc Jacobs, this color in foundation, I'm sorry, in this bronzing stick. I really like it. It actually pretty much bronze how I need it to bronze, and you know, contour perfect, because the stick is so small and it's fine and it goes exactly perfect where I want it to go. So I really like that about this contour stick from Marc Jacobs, and it's actually really rich in texture. Now let's go in and let's contour this big old nose of mine. Y'all know how I am about my big old nose. I'm always trying to find something to slim it. And I have thought, you know, plenty times about getting rhinoplasty, because I've been unhappy with my nose since I was a kid, to be honest. But, you know, I thought about it and I'm like, you know, this nose is a Robinson nose. And my grandpa gave me this nose basically, because me and my sister, we got this nose from our grandpa. So I thought, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna keep it because it's hereditary. It distinguished that I'm a Robinson. So as long as makeup can cover it and make it look a little snatched, I'll make it look snatched. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Marc Jacobs bronzing powder. And this is in the shade Tantalize. And look, this is the thing about buying high-end products. What I get so pissy about. You spend all this money on these high-end products and they it seems like they always collapse. They always break easy. You know, the consistency doesn't really stay as long. Like, it seems like the makeup goes bad pretty quick. I just don't get it with this high-end makeup. I'm a fan of it. I'm gonna keep buying it, but I don't know if I'll ever repurchase these items that I have. I actually have another one. Let me see. I actually have this one, and this one is Tantric, which is more of a lighter color. I used to like to use this as like my overall press. I didn't use it as a bronzing. I used it more as a, you know, overall setting powder when I use that. So yeah, but this color, it is amazing. I love the color because it bronzes me very, very, very well. It gives me that color that I actually like. So, but yeah, I don't know if I'll be repurchasing those because I've had those for a minute and I haven't went through them. Usually I go through things pretty fast and I didn't go through that. So that must mean that I don't care for it that much. So now let's go into setting. So I have this Marc Jacobs setting powder. And to be honest, I'm definitely not a fan of this. I haven't used it in a long time, so maybe I'll be fooled and be like, oh, I do like it. But the last time I used it, I didn't care for it because I felt like it didn't really set my makeup the way I wanted it to set it. So I don't know. Like I said, I haven't used this in a little minute, so maybe I'll be eating crow and end up, you know, using this again. But I remember when I was using it, I wasn't truly a fan of it like how I thought I would be. And going on to my eyes, I have this Marc Jacobs eyeshadow palette, and it is in the palette is called Fine Grind. And to be honest, I only like one shade out of this palette, and that is this color here. And I'm so mad because I did like this as my like highlight color, but it broke. See what I'm saying? It's just, you pay all this money for these high-end products that don't last. I don't know if maybe I got a bad patch or what, but all I've seen, like a lot of my high-end makeup, it crumbles, cracks, you know, it doesn't last long, and you know, I have to end up throwing this stuff away because it's really unusable. But I know I heard the hack of using alcohol and just letting it dry out, like mixing it in there and letting it dry out, and it should put all your pressed powder and everything, you know, back intact. But I haven't tried it. Usually when any of my products just break, I'm done with it. I just throw it out and on to the next, and that just lets me know I won't buy that again. But if it's because of me, because I drop it, of course I'll buy it again. But if it's just because it's sitting around and then I use it one time and it crumbles, and just like that bronzing powder, I'm not gonna waste another coin on that. We'll move on to something else, because there's other products, even, you know, drugstore products that are equivalent to it and actually last a whole lot better. So yeah, so I digress from that. But like I said, I'm not really a fan of buying high-end products anymore, because I've had my share of these high-end products just not lasting, and I just feel like, you know, we spend so much money on these products for them not to last, and it's just so upsetting. But what can I say? We're a consumer. We're still spending our money on this stuff because they're still producing. So let's leave it at that. So now I'm just going to go in, and which I did it kind of backwards. I should have did it first. I told y'all I be all over the place when I do my makeup, y'all. I be so all over the place. But yeah, let me carve out my brows. And it's okay that I didn't do it before I put on my eyeshadow, because technically I'm only popping it really in the backside of my brows, and then once I blend it, it'll all make sense. I tell you all the time, guys, trust the process. Just because it looks weird, and I know you all probably saying that's not the right way. I never pretend that I'm a makeup artist. I only do what works for me, and what works is this way. So yeah, I'm still in my learning phases on, you know, learning different makeup tips and tricks, and you know, sometimes it's trial and error, and I go through those a lot, but it helps me to learn new ways of doing things, and sometimes I like it and sometimes I don't. But yeah, so, but to be honest, guys, this makeup is pretty hydrating, especially after I put on that Marc Jacobs, the Hydro Quake. This stuff, it's really good. It definitely helps my dry skin. And when I say I have dry skin, girls, it's dry beyond dry. Okay, so now let me go ahead and I told you all that I have my eyebrows microbladed, so that was the best $350 well spent. And I'm so happy I did that, because usually all I do, just from putting on the creams and the powders, sometimes it lightens it up a little bit. So I just go in with an eyebrow pencil and just kind of give it back that darkness again, because I really don't have to worry about the shape. I'm just really just trying to fill them in, make them a little darker from where the powders and the creams got on my brows, and it took the darkness of the microblading away. So that's all I'm doing. That's all I do. And I like my little mole under my lip, so I just take this. I got this eyebrow pencil. Well, I got this eyebrow pencil from TJ Maxx actually, and it's waterproof, so it's good. Every time I put my mole down under my lip, it stays all day. So, and it's an off-brand. It's just one of those little cheap off-brands from TJ Maxx. And girls, it is so good. And I don't have all the writing is smudged off now, so I can't even tell you what it is. But every time I go to TJ Maxx, they have them right there. Every time. And I usually buy a couple of them. And I haven't bought any in a while, so it's time. Next time I go to TJ Maxx, that'll be something that I will be looking for to purchase again once I'm at TJ Maxx, because I think that's my last one, and I think I'm almost at the end of it. So next I'm going to go into with my Urban Decay Stay Naked Threesome palette. I love this. This is like a bronzer, a highlighter, and a blush palette all in one. I love this palette. It's not Marc Jacobs, but I don't have any Marc Jacobs blush, or do I? I think I do. I think I do. Hold that thought. Okay, guys. Yep. I have a Marc Jacobs blush. This is Rose Omega. Yeah, it's very, very pink. It's like a Barbie pink. So let's try that and see how this works. So I think I've only tried this once. That's why I didn't actually have it in here in my bathroom at my makeup vanity, because I don't know why I've only worn this once and threw it in my makeup drawer in my beauty room. So it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. And guys, I love blush. It actually isn't bad. I think I'll be keeping this in here. But yeah, I love blush. Like I overdo it on blush. I always overdo it on blush, but hey, that's just me. Now I'm just kind of pressing out with the brush that I use for my foundation. I'm just kind of pressing it out, trying to trying to blend in some of the blush from the harsh lines from the blush that I had. So that's what I'm doing now. Guys, for me not to have used this Marc Jacobs makeup in a minute, I'm actually kind of loving how the look is turning out. So next we'll go in, let's see. So we'll go in with lips, and I will have all of the shades and all of the product list in the description box below, because I know I haven't told you guys what was any of the colors, but I will definitely have it linked in the description box below. With this right here, it's very moisturizing. And I usually use just a little because I'm more of a matte lip girl. So I like to use it just for the moisture, and then go in with I have another, this is a Marc Jacobs lipstick, and this is more of a peachy nude color, which that's what I love, peachy nude colors. And I just pop that right in the middle. And guys, I do have my lips neutralized to like a pinkish red color, but I noticed it's been changing colors, and I don't know what's going on with my lip neutralization, but it's starting to change color. So now I'm back to kind of wearing lipstick again, because it's not that I don't like the color that it turned, but it's just not the color that I wanted. But I think it's just because I have dark pigmented lips, so I guess it doesn't matter neutralizing them, tattooing them, whatever, that darkness is gonna reappear. But it does give my lipstick a better, brighter look than looking so dark. So I am happy about that. And I only had 2 sessions for my lip neutralization, and guys, I do not regret it. I don't regret it at all, because my lips were very dark. So now I'm just gonna go in with some mascara. As you all know, I don't wear falsies, I don't wear lash extensions, because the last time I used to wear them all the time, and then when I took them off one day, I have no lashes. So that just deterred me from getting lashes. I have been looking into probably getting them again, because I just love the way how having lashes look. Because when I have lashes, I really don't have to be so concerned about my dark eyelids, because the lash extensions kind of camouflages it, because it takes away and all you see is the lash extensions. So I am thinking about revisiting getting lash extensions again. So if any of you know any great lash tech in the Douglasville or Atlanta area, basically anywhere in Metro Atlanta, even outside the perimeter, because when it comes to beauty stuff, honey, I will travel. I travel to get my lip neutralization and to get my microblading. So yes, I will travel for beauty. So yeah, but this is the MAC Magic extension. I love this stuff. I love it so much. This mascara, I don't know if it's just the wand or if it's the mascara itself. It puts mascara on every lash. Even if the lash is the tiniest lash, this brush will get these lashes coated, and I love it because it's so natural looking when I put them on. It just gives them just that pop. See? Without, with. It's totally different. I mean, I love this stuff. And I also like to go in behind, once this coat dries, I like to go in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex. I love to put that on top, but my most favorite is They're Real by Benefits. Now that's my juice, and I keep saying I gotta go to Ulta, and guys, I loved when I lived in Brookhaven, because there's a Ulta that's right there in Toco Hills, and I could just go to the Ulta store, just the storefront, and it's just so simple. But here in Douglasville, I have to go to the mall, and to be honest, I'm just not a fan of Arbor Place Mall. To be honest, I'm not a fan of malls, period, anymore. I used to be a mall girl, but you know, from safety, and I'm not the type that likes to go in these malls and look through things, because I just always feel like everything is just so junky in the malls, and I just don't care to go in the mall. If I can't online shop for it, I don't want it. But when I am buying my makeup products, I do order online. That's for products that I know about. But when I'm researching or want new products, I do like to go into Ulta or Sephora. And the thing is, there's no Sephora here close to my house. So I would have to go to Hiram, which is about a 30-minute drive to go to Sephora. So to be honest, I haven't shopped at Sephora in a while. I've been only sticking with Ulta because Ulta is closer, and I just don't like to drive. Like, it's funny because when I had this Infiniti FX45, like the little crossover truck, I had it for years, and honey, I would take that truck, and I didn't care. I would drive that truck to the wheels fall off, anywhere, going shopping, you know, doing everything. But now that I got this Porsche, I don't know what it is. I don't even really want to drive the car too much. I just don't like driving it. So I'm just so nervous, always thinking that I'm going to get in an accident. God forbid that I do, but it's just, I hate it. I hate driving that car because I feel so afraid driving it. Guys, I'm going back into my Urban Decay Threesome palette, and I'm just going to pop this on my nose and my inner eye. Just to give me that pop around my eyes, because I love for my eyes to have that pop where it just looks more awake. Yeah. And last but not least, going in with my amazing, my favorite Morphe. I love this continuous setting mist. This is just the best thing ever. I'm telling y'all. Every time when I do go to Ulta or shop online, I buy all these things. Like, I love them. I don't have to worry about running out of those because I have so many in my makeup drawer in my beauty room. So yeah, but this is actually, I guess this is it. This has come to the final look. And actually, guys, it's not bad for me not to have used these products probably in about I probably haven't used these products in about 6-7 months. And I just thought, you know, I have all this high-end makeup sitting here that I barely use because I only use the same makeup over and over again, which is, like I said, I only do the concealer, and I'll do like my setting powder and my bronzer. So my main things that I always use, I use my Urban Decay Quicker All Night Quickie concealer. Then I'll go in with my Patrick Star setting powder. If I don't use this one, then I would use my Chanel setting powder because I love this because it's fine in texture. And then for bronzer, I would use my Chanel bronzer, cream bronzer, which I love this bronzer. And usually when I use, I know we all, as black girls, we have a love-hate relationship for Tarte, but I love this palette. I love this palette, guys. I love this Tarte palette because I like neutral colors, so it gives me what I need. And I only really stick with 2 shades out of that, but hey, that's the only products that I usually use all the time. And usually after I set with those couple products that I use for my daily, everyday, after I'm done, I usually go into, after my Morphe, I go into with my Patrick Star Until Dawn. This stuff, guys, this stuff keeps your makeup on all day long. But yeah, so this is the finished look of my makeup. And when I come back, I'll come back all dressed. And one day we'll do my hair together and stuff. I think we already did my hair together and stuff. I really don't do much to it when I'm not doing anything because that's why I usually have it just twist. So when I take it out, it still has body. So I really don't do much to my hair. But yeah, when I come back, I'll be dressed. And I don't really have too much planned today, but I'm gonna do a clip of the end of my birthday weekend, and then I'm gonna do a clip of my, now that you all know that I'm engaged now, I'm gonna do like a wedding planning series. We're still in these stages of, we don't know what we want to do. You know, some of my family members don't want to travel overseas, you know, out of the country. So like destination, which that's what me and Christopher had our heart set on, destination. It's becoming like, are we gonna have a destination? Like, my mom is not a fan of planes, so that's another reason why I don't know if my destination wedding will happen. But I have looked at several venues here in Atlanta. I'm really considering, I'm not gonna say which one is not what it is now because I'm actually in contact with several different vendors for their venues. So once I get to that step, you guys will see it because I'm going to take you along with me for this whole wedding thing. So yeah, I'm excited that, you know, he finally put a ring on it. It's been a long time coming. You know, it does pay to wait. Sometimes, you know, us ladies, we get into these modes where we know what we want, but we have to wait for these men to know what they want. And we shouldn't have to settle. Before me and Christopher got together, I was with this guy for a few years, and he had already been married before, and marriage was not in the cards for him anymore. And I knew one day I wanted to be married. I wanted to feel that of being a wife, somebody's life partner. Like, I didn't want that girlfriend title. You know, I'm at this age now. I'm 48 years old, and I don't need to be somebody's girlfriend. I need to be somebody's wife. I need my life partner. I have no regrets waiting until basically I'm almost 50 to get married, because guys, I lived my life. My teenage years, my 20s, my 30s, honey, I lived my life, and I lived it with no regrets. I am so happy for everything I have done in my life that has brought me to this full circle to where I'm at today. I am happy that I waited. Because it gave me that sense, because when I was younger, I knew I wasn't ready to be anybody's wife, like, at all. Yes, I have been proposed to before, but I wasn't ready. My life was still in the streets. My life was still clubbing, having fun, especially when I moved to Georgia. Like, it was all new to me, so I wasn't ready. You know, now in my life now, family, career, love, one partnership, staying home on my couch has become my life. I prefer to do this every day than actually, you know, hanging out in the streets. So that's why I know I'm ready. I'm ready to be a wife. I'm ready to share the rest of my life with Christopher. I'm ready to be that woman. For a long time, I wasn't that loving woman that, you know, a lot of men look for. I was more selfish. I was more selfless, because at that time I knew this is what I need to do for me. I have to make myself happy before I can make anybody else happy. So yes, I live that wild life. I've done everything that I've wanted to do. You know, there's still some things that I do want to do in my life, but guys, I have it now to do with my best friend, my partner. Like, it's so amazing. We take these trips together. We do everything together now, and I have no regrets, no complaints about this. I'm just so happy and so fulfilled that this man decided to choose me as his life partner. You know, I've had certain people tell me this man is not going to marry you, because yes, we did move in pretty quick together. You know, like I said, I'm not in my 20s. I'm in my late 40s. Things move quick these days. So yes, we moved pretty quick, but it took, you know, almost 3 years before he actually decided to ask me to be his wife, which I'm grateful he did that, because, you know, we're still learning each other every day. It's things about him that gets on my nerves. It's so many things about me that gets on his nerves. But guys, we are willing to, you know, we communicate. We're willing to accept each other's flaws, you know, and we talk about things, and, you know, we have these discussions on what we're looking for, what we want. And guys, when I do things that hurt him, he speaks up. When he does things to hurt me or make me feel some type of way, I'm the type that I shut down and I'm just silent. But I shut down for a reason. I shut down because I don't want my mouth, which I have a mouth on me. Everybody knows that. Whatever comes up, comes out. But I just don't want to be the, you know, say things that tomorrow I will regret. So a lot of times I don't, when we're having a heated discussion or he does something that makes me feel some type of way, I don't want to talk about it at the time. I just want to, you know, give myself time to just let it take it all in and to see what he's talking about and where he's going, and take a step back and look, am I the problem? Is this really me, or is it something that our communications got scrambled and we're both wrong? So I like to take a step back, and maybe I won't address an issue that day. Maybe I'm so stubborn sometimes. Sometimes it takes me a couple days before I address my issues. But guys, that is the key. Addressing issues, talking about your problems, communication. Communication will definitely keep a healthy, loving, full, happy relationship. And I am so glad that God sent this man for me. And I feel like this is the man that he created for me, for my life, because I have never felt so fulfilled and so loved, where this person loves me more than life itself. Like, I have never felt that way with anybody that I have been with. So this is an amazing feeling, and I wish everybody could feel this feeling that I'm feeling. So yeah, as this new journey in my life embarks, I'm just happy. And you guys have become my family as well, and I love my subscribers, and the comments that I got, like my TikTok family, it's growing like crazy ever since my engagement proposal. But the comments that I got from my TikTok family, guys, TikTok, you here with me. Like, I love my TikTok family, my YouTube family. I love you guys. I need you guys to engage with me more. I need those likes. I need those comments. Hey, even if it's negative comments, even if it's criticism, I need those comments, because this channel is new. I am growing every day. I'm trying to reach that 2K. We're almost there. I've only been doing YouTube a little over a month and a half, which is great to be almost at 2K. I need these views to get up. I need this engagement so that YouTube algorithm would see that you guys are interested in me. So just being engaged with my channel, just by liking and comment, that tells the algorithm, that tells YouTube that you guys are loving my channel, you're interested in me, and they'll bring me more to the forefront so that more people in the world can see me and see what I'm trying to do. This is what I want to do. I love being in front of the camera now. Like, I started doing this when I started doing content creating, where I was having brands send me, it was small brands sending me things, and I would, promote them on my Instagram page. And I was like, damn, I like this. This is me. This is what I should be doing. And, now that I'm getting older and more settled in, it's like, yeah, this is what I want to do. I want to do this YouTube. I want to do this content creating. I want to work with these amazing brands to show the world that, hey, I can do this. This is, I want my platform to be, I want it to grow amazingly. Guys, you just have to, give me a chance, give my channel a chance. That's why I always say, if there's things that you want to see on my channel, let me know what you want to see. Things that you don't like on my channel, tell me what you don't like. This is work in progress. I'm working on this channel. I'm trying to grow it. So I can't do it without you guys. And yeah, I guess I rambled on enough about these things. But yeah, like I said, when I come back, I'll come back with the final look. And also, I'm going to show clips of, I purchased this planner, this wedding planner book from Amazon that I want to show you guys. It's so amazing. So any of you future brides, any of you brides that are, engaged, or, you just want it to have before you get engaged, this is an amazing book that I'm going to show you guys. So yeah, love y'all. It's so nice. It comes with like a keepsake box where I can put it in. I can always keep this forever and ever. Like, I love this. This is, and so happened I got a black girl. I love that. So yeah guys, so on to the wedding planning. So this will roll into a series of leading up to like all of my wedding planning and all of the trials and tribulations of me up until my wedding. So yeah, so I want you guys to stay tuned for that, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.